Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Christina. Nice to see your face. I'm Shemaine Grasso with Travel Industry Solutions. I'm Vice President of Sales and Partnership here, and I'm excited today to introduce our guest, Jennifer Dugan of Dugan's Travels. Jennifer is founder and has such an incredible story, I believe, with her agency. They've recently celebrated a nice anniversary, correct, Jennifer? And she's going to tell us a bit more about their organization, what makes them different. And we are recording this. So for many of you who are watching this on a recording later, thank you. Thanks to those of you who are joining us live, but we will certainly post this on all of our TIS channels for later watching. So without further chat, Jennifer, please take us away.
Okay, thank you for having me. I'm going to just go a little bit over about Dugan's Travels, just to let you know a little bit about us. So, a little bit about me. I started as a travel agent in 1993. I attended travel school, and then I worked for a travel agency, both a leisure agency and a corporate agency. And then I had my first child, and I tried to go back to work, and it didn't go well for me, mainly for me, not him. He always says, I think he would have done fine at daycare, but mom couldn't handle it. Since I was sitting at my desk every day crying about leaving him, I started my own agency. And then the next step in my journey was that I started taking on my first independent contractor in 1999. And I'm also a mother of 7. So started with one and kept going. Um, about Dugan's Travels. So it's important to realize that we didn't start out as a host agency. It was just me alone at the beginning, and I had to learn really quick how to run a business. I was a travel agent and had that experience, but running your own business means more than knowing how to send someone on a cruise. And we're excited to say that we are celebrating 25 years of having agents this year.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. So I like to show this picture because it's a picture of a newspaper article that someone did about my agency back in the day, and the big monitor, the fax machine light on, things like that's where it started out. And then here we are. My baby, who I started out, has gotten married just this past year, and I've got all my other kids, and I just feel like we've come a long way since the very beginning, because I started out all by myself, and now we've got 350 agents with us. And it all started just because I was a little lonely and wanted somebody, I wanted other people. And so I started training people to become travel agents. So our core values are family first, and that is because that's the whole reason I got started, was for my family. I wanted to be at home with my son, and family is most important to us. So we try to treat all our agents like family. We always have a family-minded thought process in everything we do. And our second core value is in business for yourself, not by yourself. It's really hard to be in business, and we don't want anyone to feel like they're alone. I didn't enjoy it in the beginning when I was alone, so it's nice to have just other people supporting you, helping you, giving you ideas, and that's what we want all our agents to feel like. They're never alone. And keep moving forward is our third. And the reason for that is because we've gone through a lot in this industry. Being in the industry as long as I have, I've survived 9/11, the recession, and more recently, COVID. So it's important to realize that you have to keep moving forward no matter what, because we will come out at the end, but sometimes it's a struggle. And I know sometimes it's hard to keep going because I've been there. I know how hard that is, but we we keep moving forward. During COVID, we kept spirits up. We tried to do what we could to make it through it. And now we're on the other side, which is wonderful. Then our fourth is grow at your own pace. And the reason for this is everyone is unique and different. I've got agents that start with us, they hit the ground running, and they are going. They're making bookings right away. Then we have agents. I've got agents that are, just now, after 10 years, feel comfortable or in a place that they can grow their business because things happen in life. You never know what's going on in someone's life. So we do not push people. We're not saying, you have to get this amount of sales or you're out of here, because we know that everyone's story is different. It's also important to realize that we're a smaller agency. We are not a mega host. There's a place in the business for mega hosts. If you want to be with someone that has 4,000 agents, that's not us. We're a smaller, like I said, 350 agents. We did grow as big as 1,400 agents a long time ago, and it didn't work for us. It's really hard to have a family feel when you've got 1,400 agents. So we pared down, and honestly, it didn't hurt us because we had a lot of people that weren't engaged because we couldn't be engaged with them. And it really it didn't feel authentic to us to just have anyone who wanted to come on board. And we didn't charge a fee. We didn't do anything about it. And so we had a lot of people that maybe had forgotten even about us that were considered agents with us. New agents, we specialize in helping new agents succeed. It's the reason we got started. So it's really important that new agents know that we've got your back. We know what you need, and that's what we specialize in. But we also love experienced agents because they might need a new home, or they might be alone and have decided they don't want to be alone anymore. We get agents for all different reasons that are experienced, and they're always welcome to come to our agent family. Speaking of new agents, is we have an amazing new agent orientation program. We've been working on this for years, and we constantly add to it to meet the needs of our new agents. We want them to have what they need to succeed. So we've with our suppliers, and we've built out courses, and we try to make it so that a new agent gets what they need to get started. Now, of course, just, starting out, and agents need a lot more. So our learning management system continues on. We do, getting started for that first year, as well as our agents that have been with us for 10, 15 years are still using it because we're constantly adding content. Like this webinar where it's getting recorded, ours get recorded also, and we put it up because who knows when someone is available to watch a webinar or when it applies to them, because sometimes you don't have any interest in learning about something until you need it. So that's why we put it up on the system, and it's available 24/7 for agents. But I really wanted to go back to the fact that we're doing more and more things in person. And that's what everyone is craving, because we've done a lot of webinars, and I get that everyone's burnt out on webinars. But we've kind of started to decide that it's time to get back to more and more in-person events. So we've been hitting the road and doing a lot of things with agents. So our main thing is Dugan's University, but then we've been doing cruises together, we've done fam trips, and we just feel like that in person really helps because you're not only seeing one another and getting that time together, but you're also maybe seeing a product, live in person, which is always better, right? It's always better to be a ship rather than seeing a picture of a ship. So Dugan's University, that's our flagship event. We always do it in Anaheim, California. We have a great relationship with our hotel, and we do it usually in September. And all our suppliers come, we have agents come, and it's a big deal. This year it's going to be an even bigger deal because it's our anniversary, so we're looking forward to that. Here's a picture of what it looks like when we get started. I always love this because nobody's there yet and everything's all crisp and ready to go. And I can't wait until the next, when I get to see all the agents in there. So, and we love this hotel that we work with. They're great, wonderful. They take care of us. So that's a lot of times people say, well, why don't you do DU other places? Well, we have a great relationship and why, we should be using it. So they take care of us. Here is a nice picture of a big group of our last year. And I just love this because we're all together and it was a great DU. It was probably one of my favorites. So. And then our suppliers are always the backbone of our DU events because they come, they share their knowledge, they come to cocktail parties with us, we get a lot of interaction, and we love having them because they are many times that's the reason agents are coming. I'd love to say it's because of me or the team, but a lot of times they're coming because they find out a supplier they're very interested in is coming to present. So we love our BDMs. We also do boot camps. Our last boot camp, we did a split boot camp where we did things about learning how to do a FAM. And so we did hotel inspections, we did cruise inspections, we got to do a lot of things with Disney, and we really taught people how to use it to their advantage. FAM trips are out there for agents, but they don't necessarily use them to really boost their business. So we worked on that quite a bit. And then we had another session where we really talked about your business and all the things that you need to do with your business. So we had some agents that came for both, some that came for one, and then others that came for the other. So it was a great group of mixture of agents, and we really felt like that helped agents quite a bit. So looking forward to do more of those kind of events. We just did a family cruise to Alaska with Princess. We were very fortunate that Princess worked with us and got us great support and lots of cabins. So that was amazing. I was able to take all my family, including extended family. Others brought their family, and we had a wonderful time. So that's another thing that we want to do is get people into maybe they feel more comfortable traveling with their family. And then once they get to know us, then they know it's not so scary to come to an event just themselves. Here's a picture of most everyone who came, though we're missing quite a few people as I look at it, but it and had a cocktail party, and as you can see, it's all ages, my crew, as well as everybody, other, their kids, their loved ones, and that was that was a fun cruise. So our agency family, we have great industry relationships also. Our CRM, or how we do our commissions, is through AgentMate. We are proud members of Travel Leaders, including we are part of President's Circle, which is for the top agencies. We are members of ASTA, IOTN, and CLIA. So we have those memberships and we've been members for a very long time. So it's to have those kind of organizations as part of the industry and supporting our agents. And for travel leaders, they put on an EDGE conference every year. This past one was in Washington, D.C. And we were very fortunate to be up on the big board. And these are some pictures of our agents with Vicky and a cutout of Richard Branson. So personalized support, that's what we do. One-on-one with agents. All an agent has to do is ask, and we will meet over Zoom with them. We'll help them with their goals, whatever they need. I actually have a meeting tomorrow with an agent, so we really want to help them achieve whatever goals they might have. Whatever they want to do, we're there to help. So we have a help desk for agent mate support, supplier support, business guidance, whatever agent needs there to help them. Then marketing, we really help agents get set up with agent profiler and engagement. Let me show you some pictures. So agent profiler is through Travel Leaders. It's a great program. It allows agents to get leads. So we help agents get set up on that. I've gotten some wonderful leads from it, so as many of our agents. So it's a really great program. They've spent a lot of money to advertise for that. So then we also have engagement through Travel Leaders, and that's a direct and email marketing. And I just actually got one of my direct mail pieces because I put myself on the list so I can see what I get, and it was fantastic. So my logo, my picture, everything. So great program there. Going back to our supplier relations, we work really hard to have strong relationships with our suppliers because that's how agents are going to get their support. They're going to get whatever they need, and it's all about relationships. All of the inner circle suppliers do webinars. They do about 4 a year. So we've got constant contact with them, and we're getting new information for agents to share. That program has worked really nicely. Agents feel supported, and we have that connection with our suppliers. Webinars, even though I know sometimes people are burnt out on webinars, we do quite a bit of webinars. Here's a few of our suppliers that we've done webinars with recently, just to show that we're constantly getting content and information for our supply agents so that they get to know our suppliers. Agent engagement, that's another thing that's really important because we need agents engaged as well as working with one another, because that's when you feel like you're part of something and you're getting that feedback from one another. Honestly, agents learn from one another probably better than I could say something and then if they hear it a little bit better because that's their peer. So we have a Facebook group. We encourage everyone to participate, and I always tell new agents that you never know where you can help out. So don't feel that you don't have any information to share because everyone has information to share. We also have Lisa's social hour, and this is more of a get together. An evening event, and agents can talk about whatever. They might talk about business, but they also might talk about something crazy happening in the travel world, or well, who knows? The discussions change. So it's really more of a relaxed atmosphere for people to come on. We started doing similar things during COVID. It was our Wine Wednesdays. But we decided that we really needed to have that aspect because it's kind of people need to get to know each other socially. We also start Quote Club, and this is new for us, but it's a very fun thing that we started doing, is we take um, a quote that you might have, we just make up one, and we make up dates and destination and who the client is, as much information as we can, and then we all create quotes, and then we share them. So people get to share what they might look like, what they're using. Are they using Travefy? What are they using to present their quote? And what suppliers did they try? And what did they learn from doing that? And we found that that is extremely helpful. I learned things from agents because it's a different way of looking at things, and what you get to see what other people are doing. And it's more of a creative process where people get to learn from one another. So I've enjoyed it. It's a fun thing that engages agents too.
Jennifer, it sounds like
Yes.
I'm sure you hear from best practices, but then the next
Yes.
thing is it's kind of like agents are also sharing what they learn not to do, right? Or
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
that's so good. I
Yeah.
understand that, and I can imagine the community and the benefits of it.
Yeah, we had a few agents that really learned, like, they're like, "Well, why didn't you just try this supplier? Because this supplier pays really good commission." And they're like, "Oh." Or we had one where we were looking at 2 different things, and I said, "Did you look at the commission?" And they said, "No, I didn't." And so later on, they went and looked and thought, "Oh my goodness, like, I was getting nothing commission, but if I changed and went to this supplier, my commission doubled." It's just those things that makes people think. So, I think that is, it's just having someone give another point of view. So it's been a good thing, I think. So it's excited. We have a new one coming up, and I can't wait to hear what agents are doing.
Right.
So we have agents of all experience levels and sales volumes. Each agent is unique, and we're dedicated to supporting everyone no matter what their business goals are. I've got agents that might not sell a whole lot, and then I've got people that are just their sales are amazing. I'm shocked at things that people sell, but it's important that everyone feel like they get whatever they need um, for their unique situation. So getting into the more numbers part, what do we pay? What do we offer? So for new agents, we start at a percent commission, and then they have the opportunity to go up to 75% commission by being with us for 6 months and doing online class that we have. At a year, they can move up to 8%. And then again, the classes, they need to be doing the class. So at 2 years, we move up to 85% by being with us for 2 years, but also attending one of our events. It could be a cruise, it could be DU, whatever you want to do that gets them credit. And then they keep 85%. They just need to continue to come to an event every 2 years. And we did it with 2 years because we know, things happen or flexibility. We just wanted to have that engagement with people. Then for our agents that have been with us for 5 years, and have become 5-star, which is you have to earn 15,000 in commission to become 5-star. And they come to a DU event, they can move up to 90%. And again, they keep it. All they have to do is attend an event and continue to be 5-star every 2 years, or at least in the 2 years. So every time they meet it, it continues on for another 2 years. So flexibility there. We really wanted our agents that have committed and stayed with us to have an ability to earn a decent commission. And not on this slide, but we pay for service fees. We pay 95% because agent is charging that service fee. The 5% that we get is really just to cover our merchant fees and the cost of charging credit cards. So we really want agents, if you're going to take that step to charge a service fee, you should get it. We don't hit with a lot of fees. We don't do that. We aren't going to hit you with fees for FedEx and a bunch of stuff like that. I'm looking at contracts and different things like that. We don't do that. We don't try to hit people with lots of fees. And to get started with us, well, it's $350. What it includes is our agent support fee for a year, our new agent orientation. We also allow agents to get on our E&O as a rider. I will say that I always encourage agents, if they're renewing, to look at getting their own policy. And the reason for that is that you're only a rider on our policy, and we have a high deductible because we have so many agents. So it might be more beneficial for you to get your own E&O. And honestly, I would just recommend it for anyone who really is going to do something with their business because you're protected better and it's in your name. No question. You're not having with the fact that you're going through us, to then work with our insurance. Just feel like it's safer. But some agents, they don't, they just it's an insurance rider on our policy. Thankfully, knock on wood, we've never had to use it, but we also our deductible's $5,000, so it'd have to be something major to use it. So again, having your own policy protects you a little bit better. We also have our solutions package, which is part of this startup. It is our marketing package, so you have agent profiler and engagement, agent mate for it's our commission program, but it also has lots of features. So it's not just about commission. Agent only website, our Facebook group, and then continue learning with My Do Online. And when you're sign up, you're always have the ability to come to our in-person events. Renewal. So renewal, it's very similar. However, we do give a discount per se for agents who earn $2,500 or more in commissions during the previous year. Instead of it being $350, it's $300. This doesn't include the E&O, and the reason for that, agents want to continue on our E&O, it's $50. But again, we do encourage at this point, if you're renewing, you're really going to do something with this business, it might be better just to get your own. You just, protecting yourself. And last, I just wanted to show a picture of us at Disneyland. And this is kind of the feeling of our group. We had a great day there. We had so much fun. We rode rides together. We ate lunch together. We were constantly finding each other in the park and taking pictures and doing characters together. And we just really had a great time. And that is us. That is our community, is everyone's welcoming. We had a ton of new agents in this picture and you wouldn't even know it because they just mold it right in with our agents that have been with us forever. And I, I love that. I never thought we would be where we are today, especially with what we've gone through, but we have a core group of agents that are just amazing. And I love doing what I'm doing, right? Because I get to work with people like this and them and people I'm going to see in September. And it's just, you can't put this on paper, the feeling it is, but I've just been told by so many people that they feel really welcomed and they feel part of a group and that everyone treats them well. And so I'm happy to say that even though I didn't start out to have this is what we have today, and I'm very proud of it. So it's kind of exciting.
You should be,
Mm.
Jennifer. The whole culture, and you've created that dynamic. And I feel lucky to have been in this industry a long time and work with many different networks. I've been on the supplier side, but you do see a difference, in
Yeah.
the feeling and the culture, and it means a lot. And the sharing part, the success
Yes.
and the helpfulness, that everybody feels, the support that they have.
Yeah, I had a supplier once tell me when she came to one of our events, she says, this is different because a lot of events I go to, it feels like there's little cliques and there's little like some people are being mean to other people or rolling their eyes when they ask a question that seems not, they should know that already. And we don't have any of that. And it's because of the people. And I feel like the people who get that are the ones who have stayed with us. I mean, my very first agent is still with me today, and it's because she's felt that, she's felt like a part of the agency and welcomed, and we've just been doing this so long together. And I think people who that appeals to, they recognize it as it's unique. And so it's been, fun. It's been, I can't wait to, our next event. I always say I miss my people. I miss being with them because they fill me up too. So if anybody's interested in more details, we have everything on our website, but that's kind of us in a nutshell. We're, a little bit unique, I like to say, but the most important thing is if you're interested in travel and you want to get into this industry, you have to find what works for you. And so it could be, a mega host is better for you and what you want, but recognizing what you need and knowing that you can join an agency and maybe it won't work out, but there's probably, an agency out there that fits your needs, and you should just keep trying if you really want to be a part of the industry. It's a great industry. I love it, obviously, because I'm still in it. But it evolves constantly. You get to learn new things always. And it's just been a joy. So I really, really, truly enjoy being in the whole industry.
Thank you, Jennifer. I hear you and echo the same.
Yeah.
And, does anybody have any questions? Thank you. I think we're just ladies on the call
Yep.
currently. So I'll say thanks, ladies, for joining us. And if anybody has questions for Jennifer, please share now. I
No,
think
she was very informative. I didn't have any questions, but I thought it was very informative.
Thank you.
thank you, Christina. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for joining us. And I see your note, Patricia. Thank you. Yes, I think that was great, Jennifer, to share, of course, the programs and what you offer and what makes your culture and the dynamic of Dugan's different. But it's so important, as you mentioned, the personalized support and the fact that you help the ones that are brand new and feel like, gosh, it's overwhelming. I meet them too weekly
Yes.
here at TIS, and I try to reassure them that they're not alone. And like you said, there's an agency or a network that will feel right for them. But thanks for pointing out too the value of the travel leaders, the marketing. I
Yes.
certainly know well the programs and the value of the engagement program. And I'm actually doing here at TIS next month, which is tomorrow, right? Can we believe it?
Yes. I
Um,
know.
a program that focuses on, based on my experience, I just want to share a bit on how agents can think about their profitability when they align well with suppliers, like you've mentioned.
Yes.
And, let's be honest, they can create a profit and earning center for themselves if they think about building even simple marketing plans,
Mhm.
and promoting those suppliers that they build the relationships well with, like you touched on. So great. I love the community, the social hour, and the quote club. That's
Yeah.
pretty brilliant.
Yeah, it's all about relationships, right? Our business is so much about relationships, and realizing that you need the relationships, and suppliers are part of that. Our having travel, that relationship has been so important to me, because they have they have information and they have things that maybe I don't have as an individual. So again, it's that group, all these organizations, they provide something to agents, and they just have to realize that you don't have to be all alone. Join something that helps you get, access to information as well as support. And I mean, I know it's hard to be active in lots of things, but it really does, I think, help your business.
Yes. And it seems like you guys challenge through the support and the programs that you have, you challenge the agents to think differently and realize
Yes.
they might want to invest in learning in different products than maybe they had thought of or focused on in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's part of the quote club, even where like we throw in little things like who are you going to use for their transfers? Who are you going to, trying to get them in that mindset of a trip is not just the cruise, it's everything that goes with it. So to be looking at all the different little suppliers that you might be working with. So, and opening their eyes to how they can build out. It's a lot easier to maximize a booking rather than keep looking for the next customer. So
So
you can
true.
do a lot, right?
Yes.
So,
Exactly. Well, thank you again, Jennifer. And for everybody or anyone that's listening later on to our recording, you can join Dugan's because of the preferred partnership we have with
mhm,
Dugan's. Don't forget your promotion code DUG20. It saves you 20%.
yep.
That's big. So we appreciate, I'm just going to type that quickly, is the code for 20% savings. Don't forget, and we'd love to see you here. We're looking forward to doing more with the Dugan's family. So
Mhm.
thank you, Jennifer. I know you have another meeting waiting for you today, so I'll
Yes.
give you back a few minutes.
Okay, thank you. Get some water in me.
That's right. Okay, take care, everybody, and thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.